Whether you're planning on traveling to Thailand, migrating to Thailand, or retiring in Thailand, here are the top 5 free apps that you might want to consider downloading onto your phone to make your life a little bit easier when getting around in the land of smiles. What are those apps? Let's find out in this episode of This is Thailand. Let's get straight into the list, starting off with number 1, transportation. Grab is the equivalent of Uber. It originally started off as a ride-hailing app where you can choose from a variety of vehicle prices, including a standard city car, a premium car, or an SUV. And because this is Thailand, you can also book a motorbike if you prefer to be fast and furious. Just remember to hold on tightly and wear a helmet. The Grab app will calculate the distance, expected arrival time, and estimated service charge for you, leaving you with nothing to do but wait for your cab to arrive. But more than just ordering a ride, you can also order your favorite foods from this app. With one little caveat for those who cannot read Thai, most of the smaller mom-and-pop restaurants listed on Grab post their menus in the Thai language. So, it might pose a little bit of a challenge when you're hangry and you just want to order something quickly. But don't worry, because the solution to that is in the third app that I'll suggest later, so don't click out of this video just yet. Next on our list, Google Maps. In most developed cities, streets are typically laid out on a grid plan so that city blocks are square or rectangular. So say if you overshot your turn by a block, you can easily just do a U-turn back to the original route that you want to go to. However, Thai streets are not as easy to navigate, as the city planning is quite unique. Thailand's streets are divided into sub-streets called sois, and are typically organized in a shape of fishbones, meaning that one small street can be further subdivided into many smaller and smaller private streets. Not to mention, the time you plan to venture out also matters, as many times the streets in Thailand are a two-way street, but during rush hour, some streets might close down some larger lanes and/or turn the streets into a one-way street instead to allow more traffic to flow in a certain direction. Also, you might want to take note that the GPS signal might get dropped when passing underneath large concrete structures. To combat that problem, make sure to always be looking ahead, anticipating the next turn or two in case your phone drops its GPS signal while navigating. The worst that can happen is that you miss a turn, but Google Maps will automatically reroute you. It can be a bit of a nightmare, especially because it usually happens at some key intersection or fork in the road. But don't panic. Take a deep breath and stay on the course until the app figures out what happened and gets you right back on track. Third on our list, Google Translate. While Google's translation isn't perfect, ขอสั่งพลักกระโดดกำแพง1 จานค่ะ
I would like to order a plate of amulet jumping on the wall.
It gets the job done. Most Thai people you meet will have at least a basic level of English proficiency, but it's always a safe choice to have this translation app installed for everyday communication, whether it's to help you purchase your mango sticky rice dessert at a fair price or negotiate with your landlord. Food stalls or street food booths usually won't have an English menu either, so the app will really come in handy, especially if you want to try something new. Just click the camera icon and it will live translate any written text you see. Let's try using this app to have a conversation with someone.
สวัสดีค่ะ ชื่ออะไรคะ
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Leah. How long have you been working for the Thaiger?
สวัสดี ฉันชื่อลีอาคุณทำงานให้กับเสือมานานแค่ไหนแล้ว
Well, it's kind of good 90% of the time. So if your Thai isn't up to speed and your technology hasn't been updated for a while, make sure you always have a few phone numbers of some good Thai friends whom you can call to help you communicate in emergency situations. They can turn out to be real lifesavers when technology fails. Number 4, Line. Move away WhatsApp and Messenger and Telegram. And also you too, WeChat. If you're going to be in Thailand for the long haul, Line is an important app to have. Both WhatsApp and Messenger are used here, but neither one is the main communication app. Most Thais will ask you for your line and expect you to have it. Like most other messaging apps, Line is free and easy to use. The app originated in Japan before making its way to Thailand. It has a ton of cute stickers for you folks out there who prefer to communicate with emojis. Line offers more than just free texting, voice and video calls, and cutesy emojicons. Line Live has TV series and movies you can stream. Line Pay allows users to pay for services. Line Games has a good collection of entertaining and lighthearted games for users of all ages. Line Shopping is where you can buy everything from local Thai fruits to ATK tests and much, much more. But the most important Line feature for me personally is Line Man, where you can order food from over 400,000 restaurants nationwide. Because, food is life. And last but not least, XE Currency. The XE Currency app will definitely come in handy when you have to check for currency rates. It's great for tracking live mid-market conversion rates, so you can compare it to the prices offered at currency exchange booths or local banks. The application is largely recognized as one of the most precise currency trackers. It covers all currencies, so you won't have any problems when you're checking or converting Thai baht. Instead of visiting a bank, you can conveniently check the prices and exchange rates on the app. XE Currency really comes in handy when it's time to check numbers and make sure you don't get scammed. And there you have it, the free top 5 apps that you must download when in Thailand. But wait! Look, I gotta plug in the Thaiger app somewhere. On the Thaiger application, you can find all the latest news happening in Thailand and around the world. If you're more of a visual person, then you can watch our YouTube clips on there too. Oh look, there's one on Thailand's sex industry. I wouldn't click on that clip, but everything else on that app seems pretty good. You can also join our Thaiger Talk forum to speak to like-minded people. It's a place where you can come and discuss the latest news in Thailand and around the world. Join the conversation. Join Thaiger Talk forum. Alright, that's all from me guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more helpful tips on everything Thailand. We wish you a pleasant stay in Thailand. สวัสดีค่ะ